I need someone to seal off the air ducts in the OR and check the condition of the capsules that Bragg was carrying in his gut. Fine, I'll handle it. How's your chief of staff faring? Can I talk to her? Our chief of staff was assisting on Bragg's surgery, and now she's fighting for her life. I told you I would handle it. Now you do your job and make sure nobody else dies. Thank you.
Remind me to keep a change of clothes in my Charity Guild office, so I'm prepared the next time I'm exposed to a biotoxin and have to get scrubbed down.
Well, Tracy, I survived the scrub down, and so can you. You know, that's a nice look. You could be mistaken for a physician.
Yeah, more like an orderly.
You know, if you had followed your brother into medicine, you'd have had a much more successful life.
You hated that Alan went into medicine.
I hated that he turned his back on ELQ and walked away from his rightful place as my right-hand man.
Never mind that I was standing right there, ready, willing, and able.
You were traipsing all over Europe looking for a rich husband.
Daddy, I wouldn't have had to if you had let me take over.
Alan was the one with the steady hand and the clear-eyed optimism.
Oh, please. Alan was a drug-addicted philanderer who couldn't handle his own life, much less a hospital.
Well, Alan, do you hear that? Is he in here right now?
Oh, go ahead, mock me, Daddy. All you did was belittle Alan his entire life.
I did no such thing.
All he wanted was to please you. No matter what he did, he couldn't.
I was very proud of Alan. Now he disappointed me quite a few times, but he was a good man.
I'm so sick of those backhanded compliments. Daddy, why don't you just be proud of your children for who they are?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, will you two please shut up?
You're awake.
Well, of course she's awake. Did you think she wouldn't pull through this? How are you, dear?
Are you wearing scrubs, or am I dreaming?
I wish.
Well, there was an accident in the OR, dear.
Equinox transferred the stuff across state lines without informing the FBI. That's a federal offense. The truck was hijacked. A man named Earl Bragg swallowed 5 of the spheres, for reasons which remain unclear. Later, Mr. Bragg was involved in a car accident, found his way into surgery. The surgeon punctured one of the biotoxins.
So what are we dealing with? A virus? Is it contagious?
It functions as an airborne poison, but it's not a virus. We're treating it like a radiation, scrubbing down people who were exposed to it, but that's our best guess at containment. Look, Mr. Jacks, until we find that sphere, anybody attempting to leave the hospital will be shot on sight.
The poison should be contained soon.
What do you mean, contained?
Monica, we're sealed in the hospital. Didn't you know that?
How could she know that?
Actually, nobody really knows what's going on.
No. Your mother's much too ill to be upset by the likes of you.
Edward, I want to see you.
Well, let me get out of here first.
What are you doing?
He could be contaminated.
You were exposed to the toxin. He wasn't.
We don't know where he's been. How do we know what he does?
Glad you're feeling better.
Were you involved in this?
What do you mean?
Just tell me. Tell me that you had nothing to do with this catastrophe.
No way, I had nothing to do with this biotoxin. I'm actually working with the FBI to get things under control.
Well, then it really must be bad if you were working with the FBI.
Look, I would never intentionally hurt innocent people. I would never do anything to put this hospital at risk.
I know that, Jason. Still, it is good to hear you say it.
So how you feeling?
Well, I'm breathing on my own. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, do you need anything? Can I get you anything at all?
No. Just you being here. That's good. But you don't have to stay.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sure. You just go and you help the people that need it.
Did I actually hear Jason say that he was going to help people?
I've always thought he could be a doctor.
Oh, for Pete's sake, are you ever going to stop romanticizing that thug?
He had nothing to do with this, Tracy.
Well, he may not have actually released the poison. But mark my words, your little golden boy is up to his little golden ears in this somehow, some way. Dr. Drake, you owe me my family and everybody in this hospital an apology.
Okay, well, I'll apologize all you want after. Right now, I have things to do.
There would be no general hospital without my family. In fact, my late brother gave his life to this place, and his widow is chief of staff.
Yeah, and right now, she's lying in ICU fighting for her life, which leaves me responsible for everyone, not just you and your family.
Excuse me, you may not talk to me in that tone. Oh, crap!
Okay, relax. Just breathe. Hey. Okay, take her to ICU. Make sure she's as comfortable as possible. Go.
Comfortable and then what? Wait for the worst?
We're still in the beginning stages of this thing.
Okay, up until now, I've been able to convince myself that everyone I care about is probably safe. Kate was right underneath the vent, so was Claudia. Trevor, I don't know, maybe he has weak lungs. I was with Tracy all night long. So either she passed out because the poison came through the vent, or this poison is circulating throughout the entire hospital.
I can't give you a definite answer. We still know very little about the properties or how it travels.
Why is that? Why isn't the government giving you every scrap of information they have on this?
I agree with you. All I know is that it's a weapons-grade poison developed by Equinox. Very early stages. They still don't know how to handle it.
Or they're covering their asses.
Either way, it's a waste of time to speculate. My best guess is that she's having a delayed reaction to the biotoxin when it came through the air vents.
So that could happen to me. Or anyone else who was in that room.
Don't think I'm going to let those donors off the hook because of this nonsense. No, by God, they're going to pony up for that endowment fund for my great-grandson.
How are you?
No. Considering the fact that I was scrubbed down like a side of beef by a gang of ruffians disguised as orderlies, I guess I'm all right.
Did you get checked out by a doctor? You gave us quite a scare in the boardroom.
Oh, well, that's my heart. You know the saying, too mean to die? Say, speaking of that, the nurse just updated Monica's chart and put in a new IV, and she seems to be stable.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, someone else has gotten sick from the poison.
It's Jason, isn't it?
No. I mean, as far as I know, Jason's fine. It's Tracy.
Tracy? Oh, no. No, she just wants some special treatment, you know, the attention of some young doctor.
She wasn't faking. I saw her. Fortunately, Patrick was right there. He had a trauma team on her immediately, and they took her down to ICU.
To keep her comfortable. You know, they still don't know what they're dealing with, do they?
I know that Patrick's in constant contact with the FBI. He's getting as much information as he can.
If they knew what they were dealing with and they could fix it, they would. But they don't, and we're all just waiting around, just waiting. You know, maybe this is my curse, my fate, to linger, to just be left here while everybody else. God, I always thought that Tracy was invulnerable.
Hey, no one's dying here.
They already have.
2 people.
Oh.
2 people out of everyone who has been exposed to this poison. That's including the team in the OR and including you and me. I mean, it's awful that anyone's lives have been lost, but I'm just saying that we have reason to hope here. And I think Tracy would be very upset that you've written her off so easily.
She'd spit at me like a pit bull, and then she'd laugh in my face for sentimentalizing her. God, she knows how to push my buttons.
That's because you guys are so much alike.
You know, in spite of all the bickering and the blackmail, there's a part of me inside that has always been very proud of Tracy's strength and her intelligence. I never tell her that, of course. She would be insufferable. But now I'm scared for her.
I guess they're still your kids no matter how old you are, huh? You know, I can't imagine a time that I won't feel that way about Michael and Morgan. I know that logic tells us that love can't keep our kids safe and well. Sometimes love is all you have.